Good day, everyone. Jolene here from Chi Lifestyle. Okay, so for this week we have got a yes or no. So any question you have, this is just general. I'm going to give you £4, and then we will obviously get into it. I have got a lot of cards I've already pulled to get you some information first. So pile number 1 is this angel wings. Pile number 2 is a spade. Pile number 3 is a handbag. And pile number 4 is the seashell. So these are 4 piles. Any question you have in your heart or your head, ground yourself in the sense of just making sure you're grounded, rooted within the good positive energies. Don't let yourself be distracted. Make sure if you have, you can have 4 different questions you may be wanting to ask about. Make sure that you clear your energies before each question so you don't confuse the piles or get the wrong answer. So you choose your piles and I will get to your reading. I'll start off with now pile number 1. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 1 with the angel wings. Let's see what we have for you. So I'm going to go through your cards first, okay, before we get the yes or no, just to try and get a bit of idea and maybe get a message through to you, so that we can have an understanding. If these don't make sense, then maybe this is not your pile. So right now you are needing or wanting balance, whether it's a balanced relationship, balance in money, balanced lifestyle. Maybe there's need to balance up a lot more of your life. You're also needing a lot more fun. So the playfulness energy is really and truly, it's about, spending time with children or spending time thinking about life and the way that children is, and just being taking a more of a playful approach to life. You then got physical body, so maybe you're needing to eat healthier, go for walks, spend a little bit more time in nature. Gaia is obviously Mother Nature, so this is Mother Earth. So, eating more rooted vegetables, eating a lot more healthier, exercising, and, also clearing your mind. As you're going out, maybe the more time you spend out in nature, going for walks or whatever, the more you'll be able to clear your mind of maybe any clutter that you may be feeling. Okay. And then we've got the card here, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is very much about, you've got the all-knowing eye there, which is your third eye. And this is very much saying that maybe you just, maybe you do things so that people like you. Maybe you are too scared for people to see the real you. And so you hang out with people and you feel like you have to be a certain way in order to be accepted. This could also be with your own family. Maybe you feel like you have to be a certain way to be accepted by your family, maybe your colleagues at work. And what Spirit is saying is that, the people who love you should love you for who you are. You shouldn't have to dim your light. People might say stop showing off, or people might say, oh, you're way too happy for my liking. You know what? That's their problem, not yours. You should be surrounding yourself with people who allow you to be you. Stop worrying about what other people think, because what other people think is really not your problem. That's their problem. You need to remove yourself. If people don't like the real you, then you shouldn't be with those people. The people that you want to hang around is the people who actually do know you and know the true you inside out. Okay, so let's get into your yes or no's. Right, so you may be asking about a prize or money or home move or home or something to do that, or a situation you are investing in or want to invest in. Okay, there's a little bit of truth that needs to be seen here. There may be a decision that needs to be made. There may be some kind of communication breakdown or refusing to see the truth. Okay, so that's, like I said, something that you either there's communication or you refusing to see the truth. The original card of this is someone who's blindfolded and got their swords up. So they don't know why. They're just refusing to look in any which direction. So just watch that you are maybe perhaps needing to look at the situation a little bit more clearly. Okay. You need to focus on honing in on your skills. You're needing to focus more on teamwork, focus more on work. There may be a problem with the house, or maybe perhaps a relationship where you are perhaps trying to find some kind of stability, or there's some kind of celebration. But you're feeling very, Five of Coins, feeling very left out in the cold. You're feeling very alone. You may feel like you're lacking money, or maybe you feel like you're lacking love. You may just be feeling very alone. But there is some kind of success, or there's a situation where, victory will be had. But you're needing to stand up for your viewpoint, or you're needing to stand up for yourself. Again, with the don't dim to fit in, then there's a need for you to actually not only stand up for yourself, but show people who you actually are, and then decide whether they're going to stay or leave. Again, you are quite blocked. You're feeling very blocked. You feel like you're tired. You feel like you're stressed. You don't know how to handle the situation. You don't know how to get yourself out of the situation. And it's causing you nightmares and anxiety. And if you're not careful, you're about to have a mental breakdown, which is probably why the physical body thing is there. You're needing to have more fun because you are seriously depressed, and you feel stabbed in the back. You feel like something is over, and you if this does not sound like you, then this is definitely not your pal. Then go to have someone else, because this is someone who is really just sitting in a situation, kind of feeling sorry for themselves, can't see the way out, or refusing to see the way out because they're stubborn and they feel like they've got to stand or stay in a situation because they're defensive. But they don't realize that they've got everything they're needing to remove themselves and take themselves to a better situation. But they feel like they need to stay in a situation because they are scared at how people will see them. And, I might be wrong, but that's what this pile's really about, okay? And so obviously the answer to this pile is a no, because you are not in something that's worthwhile. You are not in a situation that's worth a high vibe. You are feeling very stressed. You're feeling very anxious. You're feeling very like you're doing something for the wrong reasons, okay? And that's never a good idea, okay? You're trying to fit in to a certain crowd or to a certain people. You're trying to please other people, and you're not standing up for yourself. And that's why this is a no, okay? Pile number one, maybe not the answer you're wanting. Unfortunately, if none of this makes sense, it's the wrong pile. Go back and look at the other piles. If not, then, the cards are saying what they're saying. If you're feeling stressed and anxious and feel like you're going through a mental breakdown, then it's because you're refusing to see the truth. And Spirit is saying, look after yourself, become more healthy, become more balanced, and go have a little bit more fun, and the truth will come to you. But also, stop trying to please other people. Stop trying to be kind and give to people who are really and truly taking advantage of you. And stop trying to be someone that you want everyone to like. It's okay to not have people like you. It's okay to have people think whatever they think. You're free the minute you stop caring what anyone thinks. And I mean everyone. I mean lose everyone, like your friend, your family, every single person, and be alone. And then you start to realize that the only person who you really, really should care about's opinion is yourself. And that's when you'll be a lot happier, because then you will be living your true life, okay? So again, hopefully you understand. And if this was for you, I hope you get it. If it wasn't, then go back and try another pile. Maybe this is your week, maybe it's not. Anyway, that's what I have for pile number one. Thank you and have a good day. Welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number two, and that's with the spade. Maybe a situation you feel like you have to dig yourself out of. Maybe the spade is, they're calling the spade, and maybe you're needing some truth. Anyway, let's see what it has to say. I'm going to do your oracle cards first, because I just feel like it will give you some kind of information. If this doesn't make sense, then maybe it's not your reading. Right. First one, Council of Light. Divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realm. So what this is saying to you is that everything in your life is the way it is for a reason, okay? Everything's been divinely orchestrated. There are people in the helpers in the subtle realm, in the spiritual realm. And this is obviously, as you can see, we have got quite a lot of spiritual leaders here. We have got Jesus, we have got Mary, we have got Buddha, perhaps Muhammad, and a few others that maybe I don't know about. But we definitely have a lot of spiritual people here. And these people are all here giving you advice, giving you guidance, and trying to push you in the right way. Okay? Again, they're orchestrating certain things. You don't meet people for no reason. There's always a reason, even if that reason is to come and hurt you, to teach you, and give you lessons within your life. But this is saying that people of the subtle realm are watching you. You got the card your imagination and inner child. And so what Spirit is saying is right now, you needing to spend a little bit more time with your inner child and having fun, dancing, catching butterflies, watching the stars, just being out there having fun. And that's same with the freedom card, again, being a little bit more free with your life, being a little bit more free with your time. Maybe you're needing a certain situation where you feel like you're needing a little bit more freedom, and Spirit is saying they're about to give it to you. So let's get into your other cards. Okay, so you may be asking about something you're passionate about, passionate love affair, passionate anything really, passionate job. That's the last card. There may be a certain reunion that you're wanting. There may have been a heart over head situation, trying to juggle your mind, trying to make a decision. There may be a reunion or some kind of time with your friends. Maybe there's a celebration, someone's birthday coming up. But it's time to have more fun and time to celebrate with friends and family, perhaps. There's been some kind of situation where maybe you've been bored and emotionally not really wanting to deal with people or taking in offers, whether it's a job offer or maybe it's a love offer, because you were bored and you were just ignoring the positives. And now there's a lot of fights, and maybe it's because you're so bored. There seems to be a lot of petty arguments around you, people who are just not listening to anything you have to say. They're just wanting to perhaps fight with you, or things are just not in harmony in general in your life, and you're wanting more balance, whether it's a give and take of money, or a job where maybe you doing all the work and someone else is taking all the I can't think of the word. So they're basically running in and taking your good work. Gosh, I've gone blank. Maybe you're needing a relationship where things are a little bit more balanced, because things you're wanting an equal give and take, and you're wanting something that's worth investing in. You maybe feel like you've put a lot of time and effort into a situation, and you want something that's actually going to pay off. And so you've gone from the 7 to the 8 of Pentacles, 6, 7, and 8. So you're definitely wanting something that in time will grow. You want to invest and see the growth, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a career, something that you want to have, something that's balanced financially, give and take, and see it grow. And you're wanting your wishes to be fulfilled, because a lot of things are weighing you down, okay? Especially with the 10 there. So the question that you have got could do with, like I said, anything that you have a lot of passions for. You are dealing with things that are weighing you down. You are dealing with some petty arguments or pettiness. But overall, I think if you have more fun, allow yourself to have more freedom, and know that you're being guided, the answer to your question is a yes, okay? So I'm hoping it's a positive yes, and it's something you're wanting to hear. But yes, you're about to get more freedom or feel more free, feeling a little bit more like a child, really starting to enjoy your life, having more fun with your friends, and having things a little bit more balanced, okay? Time and effort and energies will obviously pay off, and you will have a wishes fulfilled in the end. Okay, so pile number 2, your answer is a yes. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 3 with a handbag. This is your reading. I'm going to get into your oracle cards first, so we see what it is that you're needing to know. Right, there's going to be a great gathering. It says it's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. So whatever's going on in your life right now, please note that Spirit is orchestrating behind the scenes a reunion of souls, okay? This doesn't have to be, it can be anything really. You could be reunited with your soul friends, with your soul family, with your soul mate. This is just a gathering that's going to happen. Maybe there's going to be some kind of celebration coming up, someone's birthday, a reason to gather with the people that, are right for you. There is some time for you to have some solitude though. Spirit is saying, please don't forget that time alone is important, because it allows you to meditate. It allows you to, get downloads from Spirit. And so as much as maybe you may be reuniting with certain people from your soul tribe, please don't forget about yourself. And you have some kind of abundance coming in. Okay, so that's quite nice news. Right. So what is happening with pile number 1? Wow. So we've got new love, new connection. Even if it's not a new love you're looking for, this is really about having a new emotional beginning. Okay. This can be a love for work, a love for someone, a love for a child, something that really makes your heart expand. A love for an animal even. Okay. And so there may have been something that you have been waiting a long time for. This, you may have been waiting a very long time. A lot of signals, hoping for signals in order to do what you needed to do. And maybe that's why you're needing the time to spend alone. There may have been some kind of hurt or heartbreak or misunderstanding that happened that caused you a bit of pain. And, you were perhaps maybe holding on to certain people or certain situation that weren't really good for you. And this has caused you, again, to think about a past. Maybe there was a bit of grief or a bit of sadness, something that was just a little bit of hurt, okay? And it may have been with a childhood friend, maybe perhaps a childhood lover, someone from your past. Or could also have been with a child, okay, something from your past, okay? And Spirit is saying, but there are some kind of choices and decisions that's coming up for you. And there's something you're needing to walk away from. Maybe perhaps it was this depression, or it was something from the past that you're needing to walk away from. You're also needing to be quite happy within yourself, working on your own spiritual self, working on yourself being happy, being alone. Happy being alone is important. If you're constantly needing people, or you're constantly needing money, or you're constantly needing things to make you happy, you're never really going to be happy, because then you're always chasing. When you start to become happy within yourself, happy being alone, happy within your own company, and happy with what you have, even though that's just the clothes on your back and the little bit of food you have in your stomach, you start to become truly happy. There could be a lot of a lot of emotional fulfillment within your family. Like I said, there's some kind of great gathering, people coming together, feeling like you have a lot of intuitive hits, a lot of celebration. Perhaps we are moving into, obviously, the festive season, so there could be a lot of love that's surrounding you right now. We've got a lot of hearts on the table. So if it's not a soulmate or a reunion with someone from your past or from a past life, it could be the fact that you're just having a lot of family time and feeling a lot of love. Okay. And definitely, there's hard work is paying off. There is some kind of abundance coming in for you, but this is definitely a time of love, a time of compassion. Pile number 3, your answer is definitely a yes. Okay, this is really a loving, happy time for you. Okay, so what may have started off with a little bit of hurt, a little bit of heartache, because there was something you needed to let go of that wasn't good for you, Spirit is now going to reward you with something better. There's some kind of choices and there's something you're still needing to leave behind. But don't worry, once you become happy within yourself, Spirit will reward you with not only your wishes being fulfilled, but everything you've ever wanted. The 10 of Cups is happy family, happy love, emotions, having all your dreams coming true. So that's an awesome time. It might take its time. It might not be straight away. So don't be despondent. I know you've waited a long time for this, but Spirit is saying they will bring it in soon. That's what I have for you. Thank you, and I'll chat to you soon. Welcome to those of you who have chosen. Let me zoom out for pile number 4, and this is with the seashells. So you might find that there's some news you've been waiting to hear from. Seashells is really, you listen into seashell. So it might be saying that maybe it's time that you're needing to listen a little bit more. But let's see what your cards have to say. I'm doing the oracle cards first. Okay, so the first card you have got is Imrana. So it says, where are you being called to journey to? Okay, so this is basically saying that you may have a feeling inside that there's somewhere you want to go. You may not feel like the people you're around right now are the people that you feel like you're connecting with. You may feel like there's somewhere different you need to be. So whether that's a different job, whether it's a different relationship, maybe it's a different town altogether. This is just saying, where do you feel drawn to? Where do you feel like, maybe you don't fit in because of past lives or what's something like that. Okay, so then you've got the card just celebration. So there's some kind of celebration coming up. This could be a wedding, this could be babies, something to do with maybe a new baby that's coming in, or maybe perhaps there's someone who is celebrating some kind of wedding or maybe a birthday. Either which way, it might just be saying it's time for you to have more fun. The end of the year, it just might be just time for you to go and have fun. If you haven't got anything to celebrate, find something to celebrate. And we have a new beginning. What do we have here again? A new beginning. We have a woman who looks like she's about to get married. It also possibly looks like she could be pregnant. So it's birthing a new start to your life. Okay. You might have all of a sudden, flash of insight. As I said, something maybe you weren't listening, but now you are listening to something. This may be about a soulmate. Doesn't have to be, it could be, a lover. It can be soul tribe, your perfect mate, your perfect partners in work, your perfect partner in love, in family. It's basically about your soul tribe and in any way in your life. Perfect friend, your soulmate can also be a friend, can be a dog, okay? It can be a cat. This is something that you feel like you've done the work, and now you're hoping that something's going to pay off. Okay, and this is after a time of perhaps a lot of recovery, a lot of meditation, a lot of time alone. And I think this is it. You've got a massive amount of awakening to something that maybe you didn't realize before, or something you didn't see before. I think you're going to get that now. There may be a situation where there may be something for you to walk away for. There may be a lot of fighting with you and a certain people. You may feel a little bit defeated, or there may feel like there's some kind of deception, or maybe perhaps even bullying in a situation, and you now realize it's time for you to walk away because you have got the card of where you're being journeyed to. So you may feel like this is no longer the kind of people you want to be around, or no longer the person you want to be dating, okay? There's something you need to change, you need to put the past behind you, and you need to move on. Because there is some kind of betrayal, some kind of deception, something in the situation that's not honest or not truthful. Like I said, there could be a possible pregnancy, maybe it's an unplanned pregnancy, maybe you or someone around you is pregnant. Events start to pick up pace here. And things start to move a lot quicker in your life. I think once you've had this realization. The number 9 is missing in this pile, which means something has been missing from the situation. And I think once you realize, have this realization of, aha, this isn't the person for me, this isn't the job for me, this isn't the country for me, town, whatever. These aren't the family that I want to be spending my time with. And you move on and change direction and put this behind you. You will then feel like you with a family, okay? I really feel like this something that's missing is a blessing, because it's going to push you towards more happiness with someone who possibly is more of a family, okay? Or feel more for family, okay? So pile number 4, the answer to your question is a no. And the reason being is that this situation is not for you, okay? There's a new beginning coming, something that you will celebrate, something that you will feel more in connection with. So whatever this question is, I believe that even if it's a no and it's a hurtful no, it's a no because it's a positive no, because something better is coming. And you will get your wish fulfilled in the sense of having all the family you want, having fulfillment within money, having fulfillment within your career, having fulfillment as in having something that's a lot more solid. There's a new beginning coming for you, something that's worth celebrating. It's not this situation, and that's why Spirit is saying, where are you being called to journey to? Okay, there's somewhere else out there that feels more like family to you, or will feel more like family to you, and you're about to have this realization. That's what I have for you, pile number 4, and I'll chat to you soon.